Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another training vlog. This is the 6th week of training and everything is going pretty well. It's all going according to plan. Everything's feeling pretty easy. No hiccups yet. And as you can see here, the weight feels easy enough that I can just pause and hang out with it for a good amount of time. So I've been using linear progression, which is basically just adding weight or reps each time I go into the gym. And I've tried programs that are not based on linear progression before in the past, and I didn't really like them that much. So I always end up just going right back to linear progression. And one of the reasons I like linear progression so much is that it's simple. You know, I don't need to do any crazy calculations. I don't need to keep complicated notes. It's really easy to keep track of. I know what I did last week, I know what I'm doing this week, and I know what I'm doing next week. So for now, for upper body movements, I just add 5 pounds. For lower body movements, I add 10 pounds. And for accessory movements like dips, I just add a rep. So I did 9 reps last week, and so I'm doing 10 reps this week. And I do a few other accessory exercises too, like curls and side lateral raises and stuff like that, blah, 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 but they're pretty boring, so I don't bother showing them. On this particular day, I had the itch to jump for some reason, so I did some box jumps. And this next one here is about nipple height or so. I don't know what that is in imperial or metric measurement, but it's nipple height for me. So squats, this is a checkpoint for me, 275 pounds. The next checkpoint is 300 pounds, the big 300. So going back to linear progression, the second reason I like it is predictability. Even if something was an RPE 9, I can always say to myself, okay, what's 5 or 10 pounds more? It can't be that bad. So I can always mentally prep for it. And especially since I'm sticking with sets of 5, I can imagine how the weight is going to feel. So if I did 265 pounds for 3 sets of 5 last week, I can predict what 275 pounds for 3 sets of 5 is going to feel like this week. So mentally I'm prepared, physically I'm prepared too, because I'm not shocking my body into a new rep scheme or a weight that's completely different. If I'm supposed to do 3 sets of 8 with 70% this week and then 3 sets of 5 with 80% next week, that's a 10% jump in weights. And what's the last time I've worked with 80% of my 1 rep max? Maybe last month? That's usually how these programs go. So I'd rather stick with 1 rep scheme or a couple rep schemes at most and just get really proficient at them before moving on. And the third reason is, instead of taking deloads arbitrarily like every 4th week or something like that, my body will tell me when it can't keep up anymore, when the weights feel too hard or when I start to feel too beat up, then I know I earned that deload. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite program. Thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to put your goddamn weight to rest.